Imagine waking up to find your once thriving fields in ruins, deep trenches, destroyed crops, and overturned soil like a battlefield. For thousands of farmers across the U.S., this nightmare is real. The culprit? Wild boars. Their population has exploded, causing over $2.5 billion in agricultural damage each year. So, how did we get here? And what's being done to fight back? Let's dive in. Wild boars are now one of the most destructive invasive species in the United States. Back in 1990, there were just about 2 million of them. But today, that number has surged to nearly 9 million, spreading across at least 39 states. And this isn't just a U.S. problem. Countries like Australia, Germany, and Spain are also dealing with the chaos caused by these highly adaptable animals. But in the U.S., their fast reproduction and wide presence make them especially hard to control. With their powerful snouts, wild boars root through soil like living plows, tearing up farmland, damaging native plant roots, and leaving behind a trail of erosion and ecological destruction. To trap them, farmers don't rely on chance. They use carefully designed traps built with experience and strategy in mind. Many of these traps are paired with trail cameras or remote monitoring systems, allowing farmers to keep watch without disturbing the site. One of the most commonly used traps is the drop-gate cage trap. It's a tough metal enclosure baited with highly attractive foods like fermented corn, sweet potatoes, acorns, or grains soaked in molasses. Scents wild boars simply can't resist. Inside, a pressure plate sits on the ground. When a boar steps on it, the gate snaps shut behind them in an instant. These traps have to be built strong and tall, at least 5 feet high, to prevent the boars from jumping out. The walls are made of solid steel panels because feral hogs are surprisingly agile and can break through flimsy materials with ease if the trap isn't sturdy enough. In some regions, wildlife teams and farmers also use net traps. These are designed to drop quickly from above or snap in from the sides, trapping the animals before they can even react. They're often camouflaged in tall grass or hidden along feeding trails, triggered either by motion sensors or remote control. While not as common as cage traps, nets are lightweight, reusable, and very effective when deployed carefully, especially for catching fast or cautious boars. Once wild boars are successfully trapped, quick and humane euthanasia is essential. Most are dispatched on-site using firearms to prevent escape and minimize suffering. In many states, releasing trapped wild boars is strictly prohibited because doing so risks spreading diseases and causing even more environmental harm. If the meat is considered safe, the carcasses may be processed for food. Otherwise, they're disposed of properly to avoid contamination and keep the land safe. However, Wild boars in the wild also display surprisingly charming behaviors and endearing habits that reveal a softer side to their nature. Wild boars are incredibly adaptable, thriving in diverse terrains and climates. From dense forests and swamps to grasslands and even arid regions, they seem to find a way to survive and thrive. Their ability to reproduce quickly is a major reason for their explosive population growth. Wild boars begin mating as early as 6 months of age. Females can give birth to multiple litters each year, with each litter containing 4 to 6 piglets on average. And once the piglets are born, mother boars show strong maternal instincts. They create nests out of grass and leaves, usually hidden in thick underbrush. The sow stays close by, protecting her young fiercely, guiding them as they learn to forage and avoid predators. Wild boar piglets have some distinct characteristics from birth. Their coats are marked with brown and cream-colored stripes, which act as camouflage in the forest. Personality-wise, they're curious, energetic, and fast learners, traits that help them adapt quickly to their surroundings. Just like many wild animals, boars find joy in nature's little comforts. Just look at this one, wiggling like it's found the world's best back scratcher. It's their way of relieving an itch or brushing off pesky parasites. Mud baths and watering holes are also essential parts of a wild boar's daily routine. Rolling in mud helps regulate their body temperature, protects their skin from sunburn, and wards off insects. Boar farming is growing fast, especially in Texas and the southern U.S., where wild boar meat is in high demand. With over 250 licensed farms, some raise hundreds of boars on diets of grains, roots, fruits, and even pasture forage, turning these once wild pests into prized produce. On the verge of disappearing, the soft-shell turtle has made a remarkable comeback. China has turned this once-endangered species into a major player on the global stage, exporting millions of them annually. Are you curious to learn how this incredible animal transformed from a conservation concern into an economic powerhouse? Join us as we delve into the fascinating world of the soft-shell turtle. The Chinese soft-shell turtle is a species of soft-shell turtle that is native to mainland China and Taiwan. Females of the Chinese soft-shell turtle can reach a straight-line carapace length of up to 33 centimeters, while the smaller males reach 27 centimeters. It has webbed feet for swimming. It is called soft-shell because its carapace lacks horny scutes or scales. The carapace is leathery and pliable, particularly at the sides. The light and flexible shell of this turtle allows it to move more easily in open water or in muddy lake bottoms. The Chinese soft-shell turtle is considered a vulnerable species, facing threats from disease, habitat loss, and collection for food. Despite these challenges, millions are now farmed, primarily in China, to meet demand in the food industry, making it the most economically significant turtle in the world. To meet market demand, breeders have developed many different breeding models, from compact indoor cement tanks to outdoor artificial mud ponds or dark indoor cages. Each model has its own advantages. Turtles are raised under strictly controlled conditions of temperature, humidity, and water quality. This turtle has a seriously impressive reproductive cycle, laying up to 40 eggs in a single clutch. To help those little ones hatch, farmers carefully place the eggs in trays with soil, even removing the CO2 they exhale. Normally, it takes about 60 to 90 days for these eggs to hatch, but with a little human help, that time is slashed to just 30 to 40 days. The baby turtles are carefully released into the ponds, where they can grow strong and healthy in their natural habitat. Baby soft-shell turtles grow very quickly, especially in their first few years. As they grow, their shape and color will change slightly. A portion of newly hatched soft-shell turtles is carefully chosen by breeders for sale to other traders, mainly for breeding and farming purposes. These young turtles are selected based on their health, size, and overall quality to ensure they have the best potential for growth and reproduction. This process plays a vital role in maintaining the farming industry's supply chain, as these juvenile turtles will eventually grow into the next generation of breeding stock. These turtles have a diverse diet, feasting on fish, insects, and aquatic plants found in ponds and lakes. On farms, they're fed specially formulated pellet feed, which is both convenient and packed with all the nutrients they need to thrive. Feeding schedules vary based on the turtle's age, with meals served 2 to 4 times a day. Larger foods like fish or leafy greens are often blended into a puree, making it easier for the turtles to eat and digest. This well-rounded diet keeps them healthy and growing strong. After about 20 minutes, any uneaten food must be taken out of the water to keep the pond clean and prevent pollution. These turtles typically reach full maturity in 4 to 5 years, depending on their living conditions and care. What makes this species so valuable is its impressive nutritional content and the many health benefits it offers, making it a prized choice in both cuisine and wellness. Soft-shelled turtles are usually quite lazy, spending most of their time lying still and only moving when absolutely necessary. They're generally calm and peaceful, but if provoked, they can quickly turn aggressive and deliver a strong bite. When the turtles reach a weight of 1 to 2 kilograms, it's time to reap the rewards. Harvesting soft-shell turtles requires careful handling to avoid causing injury. Farmers typically use nets or scoops to catch them safely. In muddy enclosures, they rely on special sticks to probe the ground and locate hiding turtles, then catch them by hand. Timing the harvest is just as important. The best time is during the dry season when weather conditions are more stable. This helps ensure the turtles are in optimal condition, improving their quality and reducing potential losses due to unpredictable weather. Before being sold, the turtles go through a cleaning process to remove mud and dirt from their shells. Farmers then sort them by size to ensure consistency and quality. Once sorted, the turtles are carefully packed and transported to various destinations, ranging from restaurants and local markets to wholesale traders, where they are prepared for sale or further distribution. This final step ensures that the turtles arrive fresh and in top condition for consumers. In China, braised soft-shell turtle is a highly nutritious dish that requires meticulous preparation. The turtle is often kept whole and seared with ginger, garlic, and onions before being simmered in a broth infused with herbs like star anise, cinnamon, and fennel seeds to create its distinctive aroma. Besides braised soft-shell turtle, turtle meat in China is prepared in various ways, such as stewed turtle, steamed turtle, turtle soup, and grilled turtle. It is rich in protein, vitamins, and minerals, especially collagen, which is believed to improve skin health and support joint health. In Chinese culture, the turtle symbolizes longevity and strength. Eating turtle meat is thought to promote longevity and boost vitality. Imagine an animal as strong as a tank, as fast as a sprinter, and as vital to the prairie as the grass itself. This is the American bison, a creature that once roamed freely in endless herds and now stands at the center of both conservation and cuisine. Follow us on an extraordinary journey through wild grasslands, careful ranching, and cutting-edge processing to uncover the full story of bison, an icon reborn. Massive, majestic, misunderstood. The American bison, often mistaken for buffalo, is one of North America's most iconic animals. Weighing up to a ton, standing nearly 2 meters tall, it's the largest land mammal on the continent. Bison have roamed the grasslands of North America for thousands of years. And despite their bulky frame, they're surprisingly athletic. Capable of running at 55 to 60 kilometers per hour, they can outrun most humans in seconds. With a shaggy hump, curved horns, and a powerful frame, the American bison is built for endurance and for survival in the harsh, open plains. Bison live in structured herds with clear hierarchies. But don't let their calm appearance fool you. Bison are wild animals, and when they feel threatened, they can become dangerously aggressive. During mating season, bulls compete by charging and locking horns, battling for dominance and the chance to mate. It's a test of strength, and only the strongest pass on their genes. But the bison's role goes beyond brute strength. By grazing and wallowing in dust, they help aerate the soil, disperse seeds, and maintain prairie biodiversity. Their natural behavior mimics controlled burning, helping restore grasslands and prevent overgrowth, benefiting hundreds of other species. Today, thousands of bison now live on private ranches across North America, where they are raised not only for conservation, but also for their meat, a lean, protein-rich alternative to traditional beef. Each herd is carefully managed and paired for breeding, ensuring genetic diversity and the long-term health of the species. Unlike wild bison, which fend entirely for themselves, ranch-raised bison benefit from regular health monitoring. Veterinarians and caretakers provide routine vaccinations, check for parasites, and make sure each animal has access to clean water and a balanced diet. Bison are typically grazed on natural pastures, where they feed on grasses, herbs, and forbs, maintaining their diet as close to their wild diet as possible. Farmers carefully feed bison a mix of natural pasture, hay, grains, and vitamin supplements to ensure their health, especially during colder months when grazing is limited. Once, over 30 million bison thundered across the American plains. But by the late 1800s, unchecked hunting drove them to the brink of extinction. By some estimates, fewer than 1,000 remained in the wild. Why? Mostly for their hides, and sometimes just for sport. Fortunately, conservationists and indigenous communities led efforts to save the species. Today, wild bison live mostly in protected areas like Yellowstone National Park in the U.S. and parts of Saskatchewan, Canada. They roam in herds, grazing on prairie grass and shaping entire ecosystems as they move. In places like Yellowstone, helicopters are used to track herds, and individual bison are tagged with health monitors. Wildlife teams even administer vitamins and nutritional support to ensure their survival in extreme conditions. The bison meat industry processes over 200,000 bison annually in North America alone. In the processing plant, first, the meat is carefully inspected for quality, including checking its texture, color, and overall freshness. Once the meat passes quality control, it moves on to the cutting stage. The bison carcasses are broken down into various cuts like ribeye steaks, tenderloin, and sirloin. Did you know? A single bison can yield over 270 kilograms, 600 pounds, of boneless, trimmed meat, enough to serve thousands of high-protein meals. Plus, bison meat has up to 25% more protein and less fat and calories than beef, while being rich in iron, zinc, and vitamin B12. Today, demand for bison meat is growing in North America as consumers seek healthier, eco-friendly alternatives to beef. Packaged meat is distributed to grocery stores and restaurants across the region. From ancient grasslands to your dinner plate, the journey of the American bison is a powerful story of survival, sustainability, and respect for nature. Thank you, and see you next time.